Hi guys. Let me just fix that. I'll give it another minute. Wait for a few people to jump on. Put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Hope everybody had a great weekend, had a lot of fun, stayed safe. Hello, hello, everyone. And everyone is starting to enjoy the weather. It's starting to get warm outside, thank God. Okay. 1 second. I lost you guys. Okay, there we go. It's very humid in Chicago right now, that's for sure. Sometimes there's like a really cool breeze, but it is very humid, even if it's like 75. Hi, hi from Missouri. Hello. Nice. A motorcycle ride. Yes, it is very humid in Chicago. It's one of the things that I love about the city is the humidity. It gets very humid here. Okay, we're going to get started. So, quick intro. My name is Lilly Jamoua. I am from Chicago, Illinois. I am a local makeup artist and licensed esthetician. I predominantly do makeup for weddings, so I'm usually booked on the weekends. I do events as well, and I used to do a lot of like Halloween makeup slash body painting. Not an expert at that, just novice, and I would help out at a few different events. I've also worked on a few different production sets, so on a short film or two. Also was on season 18 of Married at First Sight. So I kind of understand different aspects of makeup, whether it being photo shoots. I've been published before. So photo shoots with the model, with the photographer, or on set, whether it be like a reality show or a short film. So my seminars are usually very basic knowledge about makeup and skincare that can help you in any way, especially for you guys to book any jobs. Again, or just to have knowledge so that you have that in your back pocket. Today's seminar is going to be kind of an in depth um, seminar of skincare. So, we're going to do like serums and masks. We're going to talk a little bit about that. Oh, this is so cool. I never even noticed that there's a webinar chat. That's super cool. Hi, everybody in the chat. Because I've only seen like a Q&A section. Let's see. It's super cool. Okay, now there's two different places to look at for your guys' comments and stuff. Okay, so during the seminar, during it's a PowerPoint presentation. So we're just going to be learning about general knowledge of serums and masks and kind of like getting to know them a little bit better, getting to know different ingredients, different types, kind of seeing what works best for you and kind of taking that knowledge and then putting that into your everyday life. Um, I would ask if we can keep the questions towards the end. It's a lot easier for me to go back and forth to all the chats and then on the um, PowerPoint. Okay, I'm going to share my screen and then we're going to get started. My computer's just being very difficult today. Okay, there we go. Okay, so serums and masks. So there's a few different ways that people spell the masks, and you can spell it the MAQUES, I think it's it, or MACQUES. That's like the fancy way. Just masks. So serums and masks. Um, if you've been in my skincare 101 class, you know that that is something that we've talked about in the steps of your skincare routine that you can add. They are a luxury step. You don't have to add them. However, they make your skincare and your skin like a little bit more elevated. So I wanted to make sure that we had some basic knowledge on them and then also try to see if any of them fit your skin type or you feel like that would work for you. So, serums. Serums are a lightweight, highly concentrated, fast absorbing treatment designed to target specific skin concerns. Like if you're more on the dry side, you'd use like a hyaluronic acid. If you have more breakouts, you'd use like a salicylic acid serum. So there's a bunch of different things that you could use, but it always is pertaining to your skin concern. So obviously, like examples would be like dryness, or if you have more oily skin and you have breakouts, if you want more for anti-aging, or if you want to brighten up your skin for any type of discoloration that may be on your face, you can find serums for almost every single one of these concerns. Um, if it will work for you, I don't know. A lot of the time with skincare, it's like a trial and error. If you have a dermatologist or you have an esthetician, a lot of the times I tell you guys to kind of listen to their suggestions since they are looking at your skin and working with your skin. It's always great to get any type of, referrals or suggestions from professionals that you may be working with. So I'm going to go over a few different serums, especially the popular ones, especially ones that you guys can all benefit from. So hyaluronic serum, I've just said that in the previous slide. It's a lightweight hydrating skincare staple. It acts as a humectant. So that means it's binding up water to the skin. It's really helping that bind together. So it's binding up to 1,000 times its weight in water to the skin for instant plumping and soothing. It really holds on to moisture and it really makes sure that it is doing what it needs to do on your skin. So again, so it has instant hydration. It reduces fine lines. So the way that it reduces fine lines is not because it has any anti-aging properties in it. The anti-aging property is the hyaluronic acid like itself, because it's going to, give a lot of hydration to the skin. And when that happens, that helps with fine lines and wrinkles. If you have hydrated skin always, wrinkles have a very hard time developing. So you always want to make sure that your skin is nice and moisturized and well balanced. That way, no free radicals or pollution or anything like outward can harm your skin, including not developing any wrinkles or fine lines. It boosts elasticity. So, like I said, it makes sure that your skin is nice and plump, and it can handle anything that is like on the outside. And it suits all skin types. So, any skin type can benefit from hyaluronic serums. Honestly, even people with acneic skin, meaning they have acne or they have more oily skin, a lot of the times people think that if you have oily skin, you shouldn't be over moisturizing or using things that will hydrate it. You do want to do that because if you dry out your skin, if you have oily skin, your skin tends to do the opposite effect. So what it does is it builds up more oil because it's trying to put back what you're taking away from it. So you never want to dry out your skin if you have oily skin. You want to make sure that it's nice and moisturized because then it'll stay nice and balanced and your skin will not create more oil than it needs. Niacinamide serum. It's a versatile water-based skincare powerhouse that regulates oil production. So niacinamide is really great for anybody that gets like mild breakouts, or if you feel like you are more on the oily side, or you have somewhat of combination skin, meaning you only get oily in your T-zone, which is the middle of your forehead, top of the nose, and your chin. Niacinamide serums are great. They're very mild. They really do help with oil production. They minimize pore appearance, reduces any type of acne, strengthens the skin barrier, meaning it strengthens the first layer of your skin. There are 7 layers to the skin, but it really make sure that that barrier is nice and strong so it can handle anything that's coming from the outside. And the common concentration is 5% to 10%. So that's what you're going to see like over the counter, meaning like in stores when you're buying them. And in these pictures that I'm showing you too, like even in this one, they're different price points. So these two are kind of on the same price points, but this one is a little bit more expensive, the La Roche-Posay. And then on this slide, the Dr. Barbara Sturm is extremely expensive. I think this niacinamide, even the hyaluronic acid serum is like $100 just for this little vial. And then the Ordinary is a brand that is very affordable. They have it in Ulta or Sephora, I think. I think only Ulta, though. I'm not completely sure. But their serums actually do work. And it's a great a skincare line that I am a really big fan of, especially for if you're looking for something more affordable, but you still want to, take care of your skin. But niacinamide serum is great to do all of these things. And it's great for anybody who has more on oily side. It's always great to have these types of serums in your skincare, especially if you want to target some of those things that you don't like about your skin or some things that you want to make sure that you are getting under control. Then we have salicylic acid serum. It is a potent oil soluble beta hydroxy acid. It's a BHA treatment that penetrates deep into the pores to dissolve oil. It exfoliates dead skin cells, reduces acne, blackheads, whiteheads. The common concentration you will find in stores is 2%. So the salicylic acid is a beta hydroxy acid, meaning it is an acid that will go into your pore and clean them out as you apply it to your skin. It does not need to be washed off. It is an oil soluble, meaning it will dissolve, it will penetrate into the skin, and it really will do what it needs to do. It does not need to be washed away. It is a treatment for anybody that may have acne, and it really does help with exfoliating any dead skin cells that you might have, or you have like overproduction of dead skin cells, meaning just like, just layers of dead skin just piled up can create a lot of blackheads, because that's what blackheads are. Blackheads are like skin, dirt, all in a pore, and it has an open comedone, meaning you can see the top of it. So it's black because air has hit it and it has oxidized. But once the rest of it comes out, it usually comes out almost like a white color. So that's what blackheads are. They're just dead skin cells and oil and dirt all kind of compacted into your pore. So the salicylic acid will really go in there and break all of that up and make sure that it's eliminating it from your pore, and it is cleaning out the pore the best that it can. And I think these serums are great. I would definitely try it. I always tell people for the salicylic acid serums, I would try it once a week, see how your skin is doing with it, see if you're feeling any bit of a difference. If you're not really seeing anything and you feel like your skin is tolerating it, you can do it twice a week. But really don't overdo it. This isn't a product that you would use on an everyday basis. Then we have hydroxy acid serum. So it's kind of like the same thing as the salicylic, but this is a two different type of hydroxy acids that have two different purposes. So it's chemical exfoliants that remove dead skin cells and improves texture. Obviously, these are very mild because you can buy them in store and you can use them as a consumer. There are alpha hydroxy acid, which is a water soluble, which means it's made with water. Best for dry, dull, or sun damaged skin. Improves surface texture, fine lines, and hydration. So that would be more for somebody who has dry skin. You would want to use an alpha hydroxy acid to do any type of exfoliating to your skin. Beta hydroxy acid, which is what a salicylic acid serum would have in it, is oil soluble, best for oily skin, acne prone or sensitive. They do penetrate deeper into the pores to dissolve the sebum, which is oil, dirt, and reduce blackheads. It can also be used as a combo because not everybody only has dry or oily skin. Some people have combination skin types where you kind of have a little bit of both. So like this Polished Choice has both. I'm pretty sure, I'm sorry, this one just has the BHA. And then this Glow Recipe has both in it because it is the salicylic serum, but it has both BHA and AHA. I just wanted to show you a little bit of an example. So this would be something that you would use to kind of exfoliate the skin. So keep those all in mind, especially when you're buying products. You want to make sure you know exactly what you're putting on your skin, right? Then we have the vitamin C serums. It's very potent, an antioxidant rich product that brightens the skin, reduces dark spots. It does combat premature aging. It helps with UV damage. Some are more sensitive, have more of a reaction. I'm more sensitive to vitamin C serums. I don't use them at all, actually. They make my skin super dry. It makes it all red. I really do get a reaction. So I would use vitamin C serums very lightly and kind of see how your skin does over a course of like a few days of using it. Some people don't have any reactions, so people are like totally good with it. But it's really does help with any dark circle, like dark spots on the skin, not dark circles under your eyes, but like any dark spots that are left from sun damage or even acne spots, any type of dark spots that you may see that you don't like. A vitamin C serum will definitely take care of that. It will help. That's for sure. So, depending on the strength, you want to avoid using it during the day. Very, very strong percentages. You don't want to go into the sun after using. Majority of the time, it's 10 to 20% concentration that's commonly used, meaning that's what you're going to find in store. Sometimes I will tell people like you can use your vitamin C serum during the day if it's low percentage, but I usually tell people to use it at night because it is a treatment that's doing a purpose, right? It's not for an everyday, like you want to use it for like to go outside with. You want to use it so that it treats the dark spots. So you kind of want to like avoid the sun in general with it because that's the whole point. So, we're going to move on to masks. So, skincare masks deliver concentrated active ingredients. It hydrates, can purify, it targets specific skin concerns, it offers visible results. Obviously, through prolonged contact time, but sometimes, you can get a very hydrating sheet mask, and when you take it off, your skin looks great and very, very moisturized because it's just all of that so all those moisturizing serums being packed in with the sheet mask. It's very luxurious, and you can see she's having a great time at the spa. So there's different types of masks. So there's hydrating. You could do a sheet mask. Like I said, there are clay/mud masks. They're kind of the same thing, but people use the different terms like clay or mud. You could do an overnight sleeping mask. And then there's also LED face masks, which have become super popular. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it. It's like that white mask. It's like a plastic mask, kind of look like Iron Man, and like it glows like a light underneath it. That's an LED mask. I'll show you what they look like in just a minute. But hydrating masks, they're best to lock in moisture, delivers plumpness, radiance appearance. It's great for all skin types. They can come in the form of like a sheet mask, a cream, or a gel. And really, you only want to do that once or twice a week. If you feel like your skin's getting a little bit more on the oily side, you want to cut back on that a little bit. You might be overdoing it on the hydration. Sometimes you can't overdo it, right? Everything in moderation. Hydrating masks are great, especially before makeup. I always try to advise my brides, especially if they've already used it, no new products the night before your wedding. But for my brides, I usually tell them to use a hydrating mask just so that their skin has all of that hydration for the next day. Their skin is nice and plump. And so that way, their makeup looks amazing because your makeup will only look as good as your skin that is underneath the makeup. And if your skin looks amazing, so will your makeup. So sheet masks, they're so much fun. You can get them pretty much anywhere. They're very, very popular. They're super easy to use. You can buy them in bulk as well. They are only single use though. It is though soaked in a bunch of concentrated serums, which is amazing. Creates a barrier that forces ingredients to penetrate deeply, provides immediate short-term hydration, can target skin concerns, and I would only use these once or twice a week as well. You can find sheet masks that will help balance oil. So it'll have like different ingredients in it for that. It'll have niacinamide in it. You'll have hydrating masks. You'll have brightening masks that will have like certain fruit extract ingredients in it that can really, put a lot of vitamin C in there for you. So that way you can have some brightness to your skin. They don't really have a lot of like mud masks or things for oily skin. They also have anti-aging sheet masks. So sheet masks are a lot of fun. They come in a lot of different varieties, not so much for oily skin, but for pretty much everything else you can find a sheet mask for. And yeah, they're so much fun. And if you don't like a lot of gooey textures, though, might not be for you, but it's very convenient. You can take it and travel with it. So I love a good sheet mask. Then we have flood. Pretty much those two words together, clud, clay and mud masks. Clay acts like a magnet, whereas mud provides mineral enriched treatment. They kind of work together. A lot of the times it'll say it's a clay mask, but it most likely has both clay and mud in it. They both help detoxify and purify your pores. It absorbs oil and dirt. So it pretty much, like, again, acts like a magnet for all of the dirt and oil, extra oil that you have on your skin and in your pores. It's very effective for anybody who has oily or combination skin, especially those who have acneic skin. Sometimes for my clients at the spa, I'll do, like, if they have a breakout here and there, I'll do a really great moisturizing mask on them. But in the spots where they have those bigger breakouts, I put a little bit of a mud mask right on top of the pimple or the blemish. And it really does help, take out all of the dirt that's in there, or at least start the process of the dirt coming more to the surface so that it can get out of the pore. It helps reduces the appearance of blackheads and tightens pores. So because it's cleaning out the pore is starting to close and shrink. You don't want to have your pores be filled with dirt, debris, oil, or any of those dead skin cells, because that's what's making your pores look bigger. If we get those pores nice and cleaned out and we make sure we're taking care of our pores in our skin and making them shrink back down, we won't have as many large pores that we are visibly seeing in the mirror, or if we feel like is messing up our makeup, right? So that's why we have to make sure we're taking care of our skin. However, with clay mud masks, they are a little bit more on the abrasive side. So I would only use this once a week. Or if you have a really bad blemish that you just want to put a little bit of the clay mask on, that's totally fine. But all over, I wouldn't do it more than once a week. Sometimes I would do it once every 2 weeks. Because it can be a little drying. So you just want to be like, again, everything in moderation. You don't want to do a lot of anything. Then we have sleep masks. I am not a big fan of sleep masks. I will not lie to you. Textures, feeling gooey in bed and like feeling like a glazed donut is not my favorite. I do make sure I have a lot of skincare on, but I would say like an hour before I go to bed. So I'm just sitting around and I'm letting it kind of soak in. I don't go to bed with like fresh skincare, but some people can totally do this if they're up for it. So there are sleep masks. They're very concentrated. They usually look like a night cream. They're great for any type of support for repair, brightening, firming. You can do this once or twice a week. Just depends on if you like to do it and if it's actually beneficial for you. But it's very concentrated. Majority of sleep masks are very rich. Like I said, it looks like a night cream. So it's very thick creams that you'll have. But if you like to do it, they're great. But I am not the biggest fan. But that's, your choice. Then we have our LED masks. So LED masks are super duper popular right now. Everyone like into the fad. They're super non-invasive. They're pretty much light therapy. It's you can use it for like long-term use. It is proven that it has helped wrinkles and skin firmness and acne. You just have to make sure that you are buying a really good LED mask. And sometimes they can be expensive, but you're going to have an LED mask that has two different lights on it. Majority of the time, it'll be a red light and a blue light. So the red light stimulates collagen, whereas the blue light kills bacteria. So if you're really struggling with acne, you would use blue. I have an LED, like almost dome at the spa suite, and I can click the red and the blue and it kind of turns purple. And that way I can stimulate collagen while still killing bacteria for my client and kind of like getting two different benefits at once. LED masks are fun. It's a great add-on, honestly, but if it's not in your budget, you don't have to go and buy one. But they're like all the rage right now. Everybody's loving them. Everybody looks like Iron Man. So it's just, it's up to what you want. All right. So here we are to the Q&A section. I know I went through that a little bit fast, but if you guys have any questions, we can definitely go through it, have a little bit of a discussion. Like I said, this is just like extra general knowledge for you guys. I don't expect you guys to like, go buy a bunch of products and think that you need all of these things in your skincare. This is just because I know that skincare and makeup, and especially in social media, is like super duper popular nowadays and very like oversaturated all over the place. If it's not in your algorithm, it will probably get there eventually. But just some great like background knowledge on all of these things, just in case you guys are wanting the knowledge. And then if you're seeing it and you're wondering what are all these things, at least you get the knowledge here and you're able to apply it to your everyday life. So let's get to the questions. How do I recommend getting rid of baby hairs on the face? So, those baby hairs on the face are called vellus hairs. It's almost like peach fuzz. It's very normal and natural to have. Every single person on this planet has vellus hairs on their face. Some people just have them more prominent than others. You can get a treatment called dermaplaning done. You go and get a facial and you get dermaplaned. It is a medical grade scalpel, and they pretty much, it feels like they're shaving your face, but they are eliminating those baby hairs and any dead skin cells that might be on your face. It's a beautiful, great treatment that so many people offer, and it makes your face feel like a baby's bottom. And it honestly is amazing for makeup. So once you get that done, it's amazing. Your makeup's gonna look so amazing the next day. It's just because like how smooth your face is. Um, you will see a lot of people on social media or on YouTube dermaplaning their own face. I do not recommend doing that. If you're comfortable with doing that, and if you've already done that, that's your own thing, but I do not recommend doing that. I recommend you going to an esthetician and setting up an appointment for a facial and asking to have a dermaplane add-on to your facial. Okay. Um, oh, I'm so sorry you were late. I'll tell you guys at the end when I'm going to have another class. But hopefully next month I'll add another skincare class like this so that way you guys can get more knowledge. If you want me to stop here and not go too much into it, I can do that too. You guys just let me know. Um, so all of these pictures that I put in this slideshow is like all products that I would recommend. They are all pretty good. Somebody said they have a blackhead tool. They use a blackhead tool prior to cleaning and masks. Is that good? I don't, it's not my favorite that you have a tool. I would go to a professional. So I would go get a facial, do that once a month or every 2 months to get all of your blackheads removed. Only because like sometimes we just don't know our own strength. So I feel like, yes, you're getting the blackheads out, you're cleaning out your pores, you're doing your mask, your face might be tolerating it, but underneath you might be creating more damage. So you have to remember when you are squeezing or you're doing anything to the top, it feels it way more at the bottom. So you want to think of your pore as like a little bucket. If you hit that bucket enough times on the side, it'll break. And so all of that dirt and debris will go into the pore next to it. So you just want to make sure you're not doing too much damage or being too rough on your skin. So it's not my favorite that you have a blackhead tool. I know you love taking them out, but I would really recommend going to a professional, going to an esthetician, getting a facial, and having them do it for you because they'll do it in a safer, more gentle way. Oh, I'm so happy. Someone said your makeup and skincare helped me. So your intro to makeup and skincare helped me so much. Model session makeup artist kept going on about how I was glowing. Thank you so much. Yes, we love to hear it. So you just need to know like some basic knowledge and to remember non-negotiables, cleanse, exfoliate, and moisturize. What's your opinion about Korean skincare options that are becoming popular on TikTok? I love Korean skincare. You just have to make sure that you are getting skincare from like really good brands. The ones all on TikTok that are pretty popular are really good. It's just that they're getting a lot more popular here in the US. You always kind of feel like it's not like it's a fad, but it really isn't. Korean skincare is elite. It has been for years. It's just taken a very long time for us here in the US to kind of get onto the bandwagon. If you have any type of Korean market near you, like we have H Mart here, that's what it's called, but it's a Korean like grocery store. They usually have a smaller store within the market that will sell like different Korean skincare. So really want to look into that, but love Korean skincare. I think it's great. But again, just look into the brand and see if you like or you have they have anything that will suit your skin type. Uh, these treatments can be targeted towards anyone. Skincare is there's no gender to skincare. Um, yeah, some skincare products can have scents in them that can be feminine, but a majority of the time, serums and masks are really just treatments. They can be for men and women. Does not matter the gender at all. I use a CeraVe cleanser and La Roche-Posay moisturizer. Do I need to stack serums with masks? Also, what are your thoughts on retinol therapy? Retinol's great if you can put the retinol before or you can even use a retinol moisturizer. Retinols are great. You just have to make sure you're using them correctly. So you don't want to overdo it. Sometimes people can get reactions to retinols. I love CeraVe and I love La Roche-Posay. Just make sure you're using the ones that are targeted for oily skin. You can definitely use a hyaluronic acid serum in there since you are already using two different products that are going to be focused for oily skin. You can use something to add a little bit more moisture that can help with more water like retention to your skin. So that's good, but you can add a retinol serum in there or retinol moisturizer. That wouldn't that wouldn't hurt, but just make sure that it's that you feel like it's good for your skin and it's not making you break out or not too harsh. I want to look something up real quick. Whoops. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Okay. Yeah, like La Roche-Posay has a retinol cream. I know that. Yeah, they have a retinol cream. You just have to make sure you're using it sparingly, not too much, because sometimes it can be a little much. Um, I have been using the CeraVe moisturizer for a while. Recently, my face has begun to look really red, almost like an allergic reaction. Could a person develop an allergic allergy after using daily for a long period of time? Um, yes and no. It just depends. Um, the moisturizer might not is wouldn't be the one that's creating the redness. It's what you're washing your face with or any other products. If you're not doing anything else, I would definitely go to a dermatologist if your face is really getting really red. It could be something else. Um, but the moisturizer shouldn't be making you red if you've used it for a very long time. And developing an allergy like that is very rare. So I would definitely look into that. But really red skin, like, I mean, are you in the sun a lot? Like, it just depends. But honestly, CeraVe moisturizer shouldn't be doing that to you. Yes, I love the Aztec mud mask, the powder. That one's really great. I like that one too. What would you recommend for puffy eyes or from allergies? Nothing, not a serum or a mask. Maybe like a cold compress and some allergy medication. But nothing like a serum or a mask, not for allergies or for puffy eyes like that. But yeah, just remember like all my suggestions are just very vague. I've never seen your guys' skin. I don't really know like your everyday lifestyle, day to day. So kind of take everything with a grain of salt that I'm telling you. And just remember that all of this is just for basic knowledge. You kind of do with it what you will, and you just always never use something like in a like very excessive amount. Always moderation. Everything in moderation. Because if not, then you're gonna overdo it. Someone said I've been using tinted face lotion instead of makeup. Yes, I love tinted moisturizers. They're great, especially because they have SPF in it. Those are amazing. Okay, I have to like go on to the next thing, to the next chat because I know there's both. Yeah, beauty is pain, no, beauty is expensive. That is correct. Yes to all these things, guys. Yeah, so just like looking into different product lines, looking into different skincare. Honestly, I suggest for everybody to go see an esthetician at least once. You go to get a haircut every however often. People go get their hair dyed. Your skin is your largest organ. And I feel that we all need to take time to take care of it. I might not be able to do and take care of your skin for you because I am all the way over here and you're all the way where all of you guys are. But if you guys can make an appointment with an esthetician and really go see a skin therapist for your skin and whatever, issues that you may have, or honestly, just to go and like learn more about your skin and see what they suggest for you. They can suggest products. That doesn't mean to buy those products, but you can look at the products, see what the ingredients are, what is it for, and then go find a more affordable, choice. Or you can tell them, I don't have this in the budget. Can you show me or find me like a more affordable option? They will help you. But finding an esthetician is very important. Just go get that facial. Plus, it's relaxing and it's, a way to treat yourself. And like I said, your skin is your largest organ. So we should be definitely taking care of it. And I'm pretty sure a majority of you are either models or actors, and you want to get more into this business. And your outward appearance is very, very important. And that's something that you are marketing yourself with. You are the thing that's you're selling, correct? Your face. So you have to make sure that you're taking care of it. So I always tell people, you take care of your hair and you go and you get your eyebrows done. Let's go get a facial. Take care of your skin. Take care of your pores. Your pores need to be taken care of. They're all of our pores are very neglected. I know that for sure. So we need to make sure that we're making that appointment at least once. Just try it. If you don't like it, you don't have to keep doing it. But at least have a conversation with the therapist, like the not therapist, sorry, the esthetician, and see what's going on with your skin and how you can help it a little bit more. Are visiting chiropractors good for skincare as well? No, I don't know. I've never heard any like type of research on that before. Chiropractors are good for cracking your bones, I know that, and adjusting your body. But skin, no, I don't think it helps in skincare. My pores get clogged frequently. I will crunch my nose to get rid of it, of the white material. Will salicylic be my friend? Yes, it will. Salicylic acid will definitely be your friend for your nose area, but don't overdo it. You're gonna dry out your nose. So you don't want your nose to be super dried out. You just want it to really do what it needs to do to get the white material out without you having to scrunch your nose. I know exactly what you're doing. You're doing like this thing. Yeah, don't do it too hard. Hurt yourself. When I see people doing that, I'm like, I don't know how they're doing that. That looks so painful, but do what you got to do, right? So somebody asked if I had any suggestions because there was a large weight loss for any of, the wrinkles on the skin and the legs from the excess. I do not have any suggestions for that. That's beyond my expertise. I am very sorry. You're so welcome. Somebody asked, what do I recommend for? I'm guessing, I don't know what TX, but I know Amelia. Amelia's like the little white dots on your face that kind of look like little white heads, but they're not. Milia is a formation of skin and it turns into like a really hard ball, kind of like a little pearl underneath the skin. Milia, you do need to go to an esthetician to get rid of. And if the esthetician doesn't want to get rid of it, you have to go to a dermatologist. Milia will not come out on his own. Milia needs to be taken out. So sometimes that does mean like a little prick or like a little, it needs a little help coaxing them out. It is under a layer of skin. They're not anything to be concerned about, but if it's something you do want to get rid of, I do suggest you do need to go to an esthetician or a dermatologist to get rid of the milia. Milia needs to be removed by a professional, not by you. You're not going to be able to remove that milia. I know for a fact. Please don't try. Any other questions before we start wrapping up? Any other questions? Okay, so you guys know the drill. Oh, here we go. Sorry. I know there's a little bit of a day delay. Someone said I noticed I have a black spot on my I honestly guys, like I don't have like a lot of suggestions for like those types of things. Like I have a black spot on my middle finger. Any suggestions how to clear that up? I don't know what the black spot looks like, so I can't really give you any suggestions. I'm so sorry, honestly. And please guys, I know like I love like doing Q&As and stuff like that, but I not a doctor, so I can't diagnose things and I can't really help you guys. So don't send me any pictures either, like an email. I don't know how to help you guys from over here. Really get in touch with some professionals out where you guys are at. Um, but I cannot help you with anything like that. I'm sorry. I don't know what it looks like. Again, I don't know you guys like that, so I can't really help in that aspect. Let's like ask more questions about like serums and masks. Red light therapy versus infrared therapy. I think infrared therapy is more so like the warmth and heat that comes from infrared therapy. Red light therapy does not have any heat that comes from it. It's just a UV light. I know that for a fact. I know that. You guys are so welcome. They're both different, infrared and red light, honestly. Oh, no, I'm sorry. They're the same thing. I don't know why I said that. I'm thinking about something else. I need to look that up because that's going to drive me insane. There is a red light therapy that people do, but it can. Mm, no, it's all the same. So red light therapy is really great, obviously for anti-aging, but red light therapy also helps with a lot of healing. So you'll see a lot of people using red light therapy for different things. In physical therapy, like there'll be infrared saunas. People use like infrared for more calming aspects. So they're the same. Red light and infrared are the same things. Sorry, I don't know why I thought they were different. There's a different red light therapy that like exudes warmth. They might be the same thing. I'm not sure, honestly. But I know red light therapy does a lot of different things, but they're both great. Red light and blue light. It's amazing. You guys are so welcome. Okay. Any other questions about serums and masks? Not about your freckle on your finger that I cannot see. I don't know who that is. I'll be honest with you. Oh, this guy, I know nothing about him. He's weird to me. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think he looks very unhealthy for supposedly being extremely healthy. I think it's really weird. That's just my opinion. I don't know if I want to like, yeah, that guy who's like made himself, I don't remember like he's made himself so healthy or he's like almost AI. I don't remember, but weird. You guys are so welcome. You guys keep saying thank you. Yeah, I looked him up. Thanks, Brian Johnson. I don't know. He's a little bit of a strange to me. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't understand it, but I don't know enough about it to talk about it, to be honest with you. But I've seen him before. I just don't know a lot about him. LED masks have been around for a little bit, but they've just become like super popular not too long ago. Um, they had like handhelds for a while. They had LED therapy in spas for the longest time. It's just now that things are a lot more consumer based. So if you can buy it on Amazon and you can have it at home, I feel like is advertised so much more on social media than anything else. Like I can tell you all of these products that are marketed on social media for you to buy and for you to have at home other like rather than getting advertisements for somebody's business for you to go and get a facial done by them, if that makes any sense. So like you are fed more information about how you can buy things off Amazon to have a spa in your home and for you to do it yourself rather than you getting any type of marketing from any estheticians for you to go and get it professionally done. So because consumers have become like consuming these things have become so popular, they've made things like accessible for at home use. So now masks, those like masks that you see that people look like literally Iron Man, those have become super popular. I mean, obviously, especially because, you know, the Kardashians help, all these beauty gurus help it out, like a lot of celebrities as well. Now you're watching a lot of reality TV, and a lot of reality TV, these people are celebrities already too. So they're just all over the place, but they've been around for a while. So a lot of brands are pretty, like, they're pretty reputable, but it is proven that it does help. Does it eliminate it completely? No, but it does help. It helps find lines and all of those things, especially it's very helpful for people, especially if they have acne skin. If you feel like you just want to give a helping hand to any bacteria that might be sitting on top of the skin, you can buy one of those light therapy masks and make sure it has a blue light therapy on it for antibacterial. Game changer for some people, really. LED does not that I know of. No, I don't know. I don't know because maybe in 5 years they'll come up with a study that may say that. I don't know if it causes cancer. I cannot say that. You do the research yourself, honestly, because I am not an expert on LED masks in that sense. Where I don't know. I don't think they do. No, you guys are asking some very very deep, hard questions to answer today. I will say. Any other questions? We're going to be wrapping up here. Um, I mean, yeah, the blue light therapy can kill the good bacteria too, but the blue light therapy is there to kill the excess bad bacteria. Obviously, if you're overusing the light therapy, that can happen, but I'm pretty sure that it just kills the bad bacteria. But again, if you overuse something, obviously it'll have bad effects. Can you please tell me the steps for a skincare routine from someone with dry skin? Um, Join my skincare 101 class, and we go over every single step that's going to be in your skincare routine, and and that will be a very big game changer for you. But I don't have enough time right now to go over every single step for you for a dry skincare routine. But join my skincare 101 class, and I really go through each, step. You guys are so welcome. Hopefully, I'll have a skincare 101 class next month. Um, if not, then it'll be the month after that. I haven't checked just yet, but soon there'll be one coming up. I know for sure. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for joining my seminar. I hope you guys had a lot of good things to take away from this. And I'm sorry if I wasn't able to answer all of your guys' questions. I really, really do hope you take this info. Like I said, don't, take it with a grain of salt. This is just some basic info for you guys to get some familiarity to all these things that you're going to be seeing in social media and out there in the world. And again, for you to be able to do your own skincare and your own makeup, so that way you're able to really, really, be able to optimize any situation that you're handed. If you're no makeup artist or no hairstylist, you're able to do something on your own. But thank you again for joining my class. I hope to see you guys in my next one. Have a great rest of your week. Enjoy the weather and stay safe, guys. Bye.